Hey, what's up, everyone? This is James Cairns from Yes You Can Sports. This is Hockey with Balls, episode number 2. Welcome, everyone. Sorry again for the layout. Trying to sort that out. We have some glitching and stuff like that going on with the Twitch channel. So until I have that figured out, unfortunately, I do have to use my phone. Hope it's all good. But anyways, we have some great topics here this week. Some people have requested for me to talk about the World Championships. I know I've covered a little bit, just my experiences there, and what to expect. More so, it was regarding the Dominican. What's it like playing the Dominican? How the hell do they play ball hockey in the Dominican? And the other one was women's and co-ed ball hockey. My thoughts on that, some of the rules, and because I do play in it, if I enjoy it, if I like it, stuff like that, and what do I think? So yeah, we'll jump right into it. I don't have much time today, unfortunately, and it's not that I rush these episodes. It's I do try and fit them in. As you guys all know, we have work, family, kids, all that type of stuff, and games. We got to make our games. But yeah, so episode number 2, Hockey with Balls. What were my experiences like at World Championships? All right. So I've played in several World Championships. I've been truly blessed with the opportunity to play. Wasn't always like that for me. I did have to battle hard, go to a lot of tryouts, stay relevant, work on my game. It's not easy. You just don't show up, shoot around an orange ball, and expect to make these teams. And there is a lot of networking involved too. Some people refer to it as politics. It's not really politics. If you're a good player and you can play those levels, then obviously you're a candidate to make a team. It's not necessarily that you're going to make a team. I've seen players a lot better than me not make the team, but I've fit the mold of what they needed at that time. Right? You can have 12 forwards that are all superstars, and 6 to 7 D, they're all superstars and stuff. And it stems right down to the goalies as well. You can have 2-3 goalies that are all superstars, but how many are going to get to play? Are they going to get the playing time that they anticipate or they want with the team? Are all those superstars going to perform? Are they going to gel together? Is there chemistry? If all of them are type of players that like to hang out at the top of the hash marks and fire one tees, who's the one going to feed them the ball? Who's the one going to go bang in the corner and get the ball and stuff like that? So, kudos to all the team reps and all the managers and stuff like that of all the world teams that take in consideration the makeup of their teams and allow certain or invite certain players, characteristics of players to these teams, and just forming the dynamic of that team to be able to compete at that level, because it is ridiculous. It is a much faster, much skilled game at that level, and any mistake that you make can literally cost you a goal or cause hardship or make another player on your team have to like compensate for your mistake and stuff. So everyone's accountable at that level. You have to be reliable and bring something to the game. It's not necessarily skill. It could be IQ. It could be speed. Everything, every play, every decision made at that level is made with purpose. And when it's not, and when there is mistakes and stuff like that, you're accountable, and it happens. It's part of the game, so you move on. But my experiences playing, I've been all over the world, um, and been to Europe, been to the UK, been to the Dominican, the States, and obviously here in Canada. Do I have a favorite place to play? Um, yeah, actually, I love playing in Europe. It's crazy over there. The amount of fans and like spectators you have at the games is just insane. Um, Besides Worlds, playing at a national level, um, one of the nationals I went to for Tier 1, we played out of Montreal and we played out of Martin Brodeur Arena. And that was probably one of the highlights of nationals that I've ever been to. I mean, we're there for a week long, and the way the arena is set up is like the bleachers are above the players' benches. So when they're chanting like "ole, ole, ole, ole" and stuff like that, and they're banging the floor and stuff, you cannot talk to the guy next to you. It is so loud in there. It's set up like a bowl, and I don't know if any of you have had the opportunity to experience playing at a Martin Brodeur Arena in Montreal, but it's set up like a bowl with the crowd above you. You can't hear the next person. There's so many people in there watching and chanting and cheering and singing songs and all that type of stuff. It was just an amazing experience, and I really enjoyed that. And it was very similar to being in Europe. Um, Playing in Germany, playing in Czech Republic, Slovakia recently. Actually, I've been there a couple times in Slovakia, and when that place fills up, especially towards the weekend, it is loud in there. There's chanting, there's banners. It's a great atmosphere. You feel like really important. Like you actually get the jitters before the game. You'll get the jitters. There's just so many people there, and it tells you that you like shows how much you love the sport, that you get anxious, or you've played so many games and you still get anxious, or you get the jitters before the game, and going out there and you know you make a mistake and you hear everyone ooh like that, right? Or block a shot and everyone starts cheering and stuff. It's pretty crazy. It's an electric atmosphere and a lot of fun, and I love playing at that level. I don't know what I'm gonna do without it one day, but um, I've been blessed with the opportunity to go several times over the years, consecutive years as well. Whether it be ISBHF, WBDHF, it doesn't really matter. It's just been a great experience, and so going or talking about the Dominican. So besides going to playing out of Florida one year and was it Bermuda? I think Bermuda one year. I've never really experienced playing in humid climates like that. So just hot, humid climates, and it's really cool because you play out of the Dominican. The population, the people there, don't really know what it's like or what ball hockey is. They're more baseball, boxing, basketball, stuff like that. And so ball hockey to them is a little unfamiliar, but they're curious. They want to know what it's like. They like watching the games. They see guys banging and crashing each other and stuff like that, and it creates an exciting atmosphere for them. So and for the players as well, because they get excited over every little thing that happens. And so if there's a scrum or they think someone's gonna fight, they're like, oh, like they're like freaking out. You know, if someone throws a hit or whatever, takes the ball and starts, and then someone starts complaining and whining, they're right there. They want to know what's going on and stuff like that. Um, the adversities of playing there is definitely the heat. Being an island in the Caribbean, it gets those flash rains, and I guess from over the ocean, and it could be like blazing hot, like dry, but like hot, so like you can breathe and stuff. It's just you feel hot. You feel hot, and and all of a sudden that rain will just drop on you, and it'll be like 15-20 minutes of just downpour, and then all of a sudden it's gone again, but that heat is still there. So with that moisture and the condensation in the air, it gets very, very humid, and then it becomes really hard to breathe. Um, so going there, you basically have to be in great shape. If you're not in good shape, you'll not want to play. You'll breathe heavier. It's harder for you to function, to think. Obviously, you're gonna need all those attributes playing at that level there, and the shifts ends up becoming quicker. You think you can stay out there for 45 seconds to a minute, and the next thing you know, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you're off the floor huffing and puffing. It happens, and I love playing out of there. It's just it's a lot of fun. I like Europe way more, just because of the spectating and the fan base and stuff like that for the ball hockey. They have pro leagues and stuff over there as well, which is great. Quebec is another one here in Canada. Quebec, playing in Mont Tremblant and those type of places during World Championships, whether it be 3-on-3 or usually it is just 3-on-3, and there is so many people there. It is amazing. I don't know if anyone's ever seen. If I had the opportunity to show you right now, I would. I don't have the damn stream set up yet, but the bird's eye view or the aerial view of the setup from Mont Tremblant, and there is easily 10, 10, 11, 12, maybe even a little bit more arenas set up for 3-on-3, and all the games are going on at the same time. There's so many people there waiting for their next games, spectators, families, stuff like that. It's a really, really cool event. It's exciting to participate in just because there are so many people, and the rinks are smaller, so people are kind of closer to you and more engaged, and you can hear the comments and the heckling and stuff, and you get fired up, some motivation from that as well. Make bad plays, you feel like shit. You go to the bench, you hear it. I really like it. I like playing in Mont Tremblant as well. It's always something I look forward to in the calendar year. The accommodations, as you guys know, ball hockey is you pay first type of thing. There's some teams that get sponsors and stuff like that, but you really have to go out and try and get these sponsors either for the team or for yourself as a player. What else is great about it is usually so places like Mont Tremblant, you would rent an Airbnb, and then you get to hang out and bond with your team a little more. Some people go with their spouses, girlfriend or kids, stuff like that, which is awesome. Becomes a family event, and that's another great aspect of going. And like I said, bonding with your team and stuff like that, and being at these, sharing a room, whether you're going to Slovakia, in a hotel, or going to Dominican, sharing a room, and we'll touch on that right now. So shout out to Derek Anderson. All right. Derek Anderson, I'm going to mention Ryan Olson too. I've had my fair share of roommates over the years, and there are always memories, there are always highlights, there's a lot of fun things that happen, there's some things, obviously I'm going to keep it PG, but it's always a great time. There was times where you get roommates that just aggravate the hell out of you and you can't stand it. So there was a little while there where I didn't want a roommate at all, and everyone thought this guy's an introvert. Well, I am an introvert, but this guy's an introvert, doesn't want anything to do with anybody, and not a big team guy. It had nothing to do with that. It was just I kind of had a couple of bad experiences in the past, and it wasn't cool, so I just prefer to be on my own. But lately I'm on a streak of really good roommates and having a house like Airbnbs and stuff like that of like really good people and it's nice to play with people like that and to be sharing accommodations and stuff like that going to these places because let's face it we're away from our families and our kids and stuff like that, so sometimes you can get a little homesick and it pulls on the heartstrings a little and having good people around you to cheer you up or pick you up or just to have fun with and laugh and distract you, it does help. And whenever I'm on the floor, it's game time. Like all that's out the window. Like I don't think about anything but that game. And a lot of people that play with me or against me and stuff like that, they know that about me. That's all I care about. I'm dialed in. I'm always dialed in 100%. And when I'm not, it's usually when I'm not feeling well or I'm accountable for it. And I just have bad games. Everyone has bad games. But going back to roommates, so my first real experience about having a roommate back was actually recently going to Slovakia. Prior to that, most of the time I roomed was on my own, and I decided to let down my guard a little bit. And very first person I let my guard down to is Mr. Ryan Olson. And we went to Slovakia. We didn't have didn't have any games. We had a couple of days off in the beginning that were downtime, and Mr. Ryan Olson there came in hot and heavy and let me know what I was in for, type of thing. So we had a rough start. Day one, he enjoyed some beverages quite a bit and came home banging and crashing. I'm sleeping on the floor and in the room, and I think we played the next day. I'm not too sure. Can't remember now the schedule. It's all a blur. But yeah, he came banging and crashing and stepped on me and stuff like that. And great guy though. We had a rocky start, but amazing guy. I couldn't have asked for a better roommate. He was absolutely amazing the entire Slovakia trip, and got to chill out with him, meet him, and learn a little Olanese for anyone that knows him. He gets a little tipsy and starts speaking an entirely different language. No one knows what the hell he's talking about. He does, but we don't. And I picked up on a little bit of Olanese. And what a great guy. Great talent. I think he ended up being our leading scorer for Team Canada at the time for 3-on-3. And it was a learning curve for a lot of us. Half of us had never played 3-on-3 before. So it was tough to go to Slovakia where they play pro 3-on-3 and having their pro players and stuff like that. It was a wake up, and we didn't do as well as we thought, but we did have a lot of fun, and it was a great experience and stuff like that. And wearing that Canadian jersey, it was awesome. And the other roommate. So after that, I said, okay, we'll go to Dominican. I'll room up with someone. And I ended up getting Mr. Derek Anderson. This guy is a character. He's got a very serious side to him, but he is a character. And I mention their names because one of them allowed me, and that would be Derek Anderson. And the other, Ryan Olson, he's such a good guy. He's just go with the flow, like, shout out Ryan. Sorry I didn't ask you beforehand, bro. I kind of just blurted it out there because it was such a good time. But yeah, so Derek Anderson, I didn't know really. I haven't seen him for years. I played with him in the past, played against him. I played with him in I believe Great Britain. We played together. In the past, we played against each other. I used to play for a team called Oshawa Bruins in Tier 1. He also played for Midnight Express and stuff like that. So he has some experience behind him as well. But I didn't really get to know what kind of character this guy is. And Derek, you are a character. You're hilarious. Um, but yeah, he the very first night was kind of like the awkward. You get a feel, a vibe for each other, and you know how it is. You know, both were very appreciative. We're the captains of the team, so I was captain, and he was assistant captain of Team Canada going to Dominican, and we were roomed together. So it was awesome to be able to discuss some things and try and some things out amongst ourselves and stuff like that. We did have team meetings, so team meetings before every game, which is awesome, and kind of a standard. But after the kind of comfort level, the vibes we got with each other, we gelled like right away. And I just remember waking up one morning not knowing what the hell happened. And he's probably already laughing right now. Listen to this. And I went into the bathroom, and I'm walking the bathroom. I swear to God, I took 2 steps, and it was like a skating rink. I was sliding all over, like picture Bambi on ice. Like my legs are going out all over. I'm trying to grip for a wall, hang on to a wall. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell's going on in this place? And he had dropped his phone in water the night before, and he had found like someone on the resort to give him a bag of rice. So he dropped his phone in this rice to dry out. Well, I guess he ripped the bag or something. I found out later. The bag ripped and exploded all over the place, and the rice was all over. So I guess it happened at nighttime, or in the night. I was already sleeping, and I woke up to that. I literally was like sliding, rice stuck to my feet. Like, it was insane. I thought this guy's playing a prank on me, and I couldn't believe it. And I was just like laughing my ass off, like everything. I went to go wipe we had a towel on the floor, so when you take a shower, you wipe your feet. I went to go wipe my feet on this towel, and and it's a white towel, and the rice is white. I literally just kicked more rice all over the place. I was like, Jesus Christ, like, what is this? It was ridiculous. But yeah, thank you for that memory, Derek Anderson. And we won't get into the other one of me waking up another morning, going to go have a shower, and there's no towels. There's absolutely no towels. I'm like, what the hell happened now? And I'm looking around, and all these towels are bunched up, like underneath the sink, and they looked a little moist. And I didn't know what to think. I was just like, there was two. There was actually two towels on the rack left, like face towels, like face cloth size. One had like this green slime all over it. I didn't know what the hell that was, so I wasn't touching that. Found out later it's toothpaste. So I was left with this dinky little face cloth to basically have a shower and dry myself off with. And yeah, Mr. Anderson, if you'd like to explain to people why there was towels underneath the sink, that's on you. But yeah, thought it was another prank. So glad I didn't go grab a towel from under there in desperation to try and dry myself off. But yeah, that's some of the things that happen when you're rooming with someone. And that was a great experience as well. Either or, I'd definitely room with again, whether it be Ryan Olsen or Derek Anderson. Wherever we go, if we go anywhere together, I'd definitely room with them again. Great people, great characters, funny memories. And yeah, so if there's anything else you'd like to for me to talk about the World Championships, by all means, message me in DMs. I can answer your questions, stuff like that. I'm not going to get into all the rules again. We've already discussed some of the rules at that level. We've discussed the play at that level, what's kind of expected, or I know some people have messaged me in the past and said, how do I get on teams? And again, that comes back to networking, letting people know you're interested, finding out tryout dates, stuff like that. Um, and obviously, uh, your uh, your countries, if you're representing your country at that level, kind of their game style, their gameplay, and stuff like that, being adapt to that, and knowing the sport, it's really important. Um, just knowing the rules, having high IQ on the floor, and you can develop your skill set, and get better actually playing at those levels. But if you're not smart with the ball or away from the ball and stuff like that, it makes it harder. Makes it harder to play, like for your teammates and for yourself as well. So it's really important to get that hockey IQ up and to really know the game, know your teammates, know your players that you're playing with, the players that you're playing against. It's all great attributes going and playing that level. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna move on to women's and co-ed ball hockey. What do I think about it? Uh, Me personally, playing co-ed, I love it. In the past, I had my problems adjusting because I find playing co-ed, uh, like I'm used to playing a more aggressive style. So for me, it's not that I have to let off. I don't play as aggressive, but I have to be conscious. I have to be aware of, I'm not throwing my body around, taking slap shots and stuff like that. And for a lot of co-ed level play, it's against the rules, right? Men cannot take slap shots. It's pretty much a standard everywhere, as well as throwing the body, stuff like that. My very first experience ever playing co-ed was I was just battling, just being me and just battling for the ball, and it was against a female opponent, and it kind of ruined it for me because she put up such a great fight and stuff like that, and we're battling for the ball, and it was in the corner, and got the ball loose, went to walk away, or with the ball, make a pass, and next thing you know, a guy comes flying in, just like cross checks me because he got pissed off because I was battling for the ball against his female teammate, and I guess he didn't like the way I did it. I don't know. I thought it was a fair battle. She didn't complain, but um, yeah, he ended up cross-checking me and punching me, and ended up in a fight. And then I believe I got 7 games for my first altercation, um, and he only got like 3 or 4. So it was kind of, I didn't stop type of thing, and whatever. It was past. It's in the past, but it kind of ruined my first experience with co-ed. I was really hesitant to play co-ed again. I did try again, and that was my very first game ever playing co-ed. I did try again, and I lasted 2 games because let's all face it, we all play. If you're playing co-ed, we're going to be protective of our female teammates. We don't want to see no cheap shots and nothing from guys and stuff like that. I'm the same way. Again, it wasn't a situation where I got out of control. I felt, or like, I don't. I'm not a cheap shot artist. I don't take cheap shots at people, but I just remember the female player trying to chip the ball by me along the boards, and I just turned my back into them, lifted their stick. They ran into my back. I took the ball, and one of the male players took exception to that as well, and came at me. It became a whole, not a fight this time, but it became a whole incident or scene, and both of us got ejected out of the game, and I was just like, this is not for me. But since then, I've started playing co-ed again, since moving to the Niagara region. And I was picked up by a co-ed team. They just asked me just casually, did I want to play co-ed? And I was kind of hesitant at first. And then I said, new place, new me, let's do it. So started playing co-ed, loved it. Had a lot of fun. It's great playing against teams that have higher skilled players, like whether it be female or male and stuff. I really think it adds to the game. So to the co-ed level, how it elevates those players, and I know a lot of female players have come to me as well and said, it's awesome playing with you and stuff like that, because I learn a lot from you, and they go on, they carry on to their women's leagues, and they play. Maybe it's a new move or a play style or something like that they weren't aware of, and I like to think it grows the game, having that mesh of the men and the women playing together. There are some great women players out there as well, and a few of them I've learned from. So just the way they play the ball, and what they think, knowing that they're a disadvantage, maybe with a guy with size and stuff, and how they play the ball. I mean, I've actually learned how to play against bigger opponents and stuff, just by watching what they do, and we're all learning. It's awesome. Some of the rules. So in women's is women. They're gonna play against teams, make up their own teams and stuff like that. They got slap shots. They play just like the guys, stuff like that. And there's no real difference in rules with women. In co-ed, there are different rules. So co-ed can be 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5. You usually have to have two women on the floor at all times. And whether it be 4-on-4 and 5-on-5, I'm not too sure about 3-on-3, how that works. But I'll look into that maybe for the future. If there is 3-on-3, I'm sure there is co-ed. But there's usually two women on the floor at all times. There is no sliding in most leagues. No sliding. Just in case you slide, take out an opponent trying to block a shot, etc. You can really injure someone that way. And male slap shots, men's slap shots are usually prohibited in any co-ed ball hockey, whether it be here in Niagara, Toronto, Calgary, Saskatoon. I believe doing a little research and talking with some players and stuff from those areas. Those are the rules. In Niagara, there's one rule I do despise. It's the 3-guy goal rule. It was changed briefly, but set back to the 3-guy goals. The reason why I don't like it so much, and this is my chance to explain. I know some people have talked to me before about it and why I don't like it. 3-guy goals, it really handcuffs a team, and in my opinion, ruins a game. So in the States, I'll use examples. I wanted it to five-guy goals for a reason. It was more to kind of balance out like what other people are doing as well across Canada. Other leagues are doing across Canada. In the States, it's unlimited. In some regions in Canada, I believe it's unlimited as well. So yeah, like Saskatoon ball hockey, it's unlimited guy and girl goals. They do have a little bit different rules though, and I'll get to that in a minute. But in regards to the 5-guy goals, it's still not easy to score 5-guy goals. Okay, so if anyone's playing, you're playing, say 3 10-minute periods, it's still not easy to score that many goals by guys, and that goes for competitive co-ed as well as rec co-ed. It's not easy. I do like the format that some leagues have in regarding the 5 goals, which I think could have been evaluated or elaborated on or even implemented, instead of just going back to the 3-guy goals. And the reason why I don't like the 3-guy goals is not all teams are even. So you'll have maybe the guys on one team or teams will grab certain players to add to their roster that they know are gonna score and obviously help out the team. Um, if you end up scoring 3 guy goals, say in the first period or first period and a half, so half the game, right? So within 15 minutes of a 30-minute game, what happens is the other team ends up just covering the female players, okay? Which is great. They have to battle, they have to try and get open and stuff like that. But the truth is, if a male player has that ball and he has no options to pass, what are we doing? We are literally standing there with the ball, and we don't have to move the ball, especially if we're winning. Why would we want to move the ball? Now it becomes smart play. Now it becomes, we want to win the game. What do you guys want to do? Win the game or just shoot around a ball? And most teams, you paid to play and have fun, but at the same time they want to win because a lot of players think winning is fun, right? I think winning is fun. So a player like myself, if I get the ball and we've already got 3 guy goals, we're winning, say 3-0, 3-1, and there's only a period and a half left in the game, I'm going to eat clock as much as possible. I'm just going to, if no one's going to play me, why wouldn't I just stand there? Why wouldn't I go behind the net? Especially being a defenseman first, why wouldn't I just go behind the net? See, the problem I experienced was not only does it not grow the game, then that one player's hanging onto the ball, and then everyone's blaming that one player, me, for ruining the game. I'm not the one that's ruined the game. It's the rules that have ruined the game, right? Because now they'll send one guy to chase me, and I just circle the net or run down the floor and don't have anyone to pass to because all the girls are being covered. They're trying to break free, but everyone's sticking to them like glue. And so what do I do with the ball? I can't shoot it. I can't pass the ball. What do you want me to do? So at that point, for me, it's no longer fun. It's no longer fun for my teammates. It's no longer fun for the opposing team. And I think it ruins the game. So how do we keep the men or the male players wanting to keep playing? And my short answer at the time was to increase the amount of goals. In the States, if it's unlimited, or areas like Saskatoon and stuff like that where it's unlimited, they're always engaged with the game. Everyone's playing, everyone's competing, and even if one team runs up the score or whatever, still everyone's playing. The other team that's getting the score run up against may not be as happy, but they're still battling. They're still contributing. They're still learning from the game. It's a learning process. They may get more physical, agitated. It's how they deal with adversity. It's all aspects of the game, the integrity of the game, that's intact and still viable to even learn from. When it's limited to the 3 and situations like what I explained happen, it's no longer fun for me. I don't want to play co-ed no more, because we're going to score 3 goals. It doesn't even have to be me scoring the 3 goals. We're going to score the 3 guy goals in half the game, and now the game has gone to shit. So I had asked or said it goes to 5 guy goals as a trial. It got nixed right away, unfortunately. And there was a few games that everyone thought it was 5 goals, and then I don't know what happened. All of a sudden it went back to 3, and same situation happened. And my team started, move the ball, when there's no need to move the ball. And I just didn't want to play no more. Simple as that. It's tough to play like that, and I don't think anyone benefits. Going to the 5 guy goals, sure, a guy could score 5 goals, or a team could score 5 guy goals. I doubt in the same amount of time in a period and a half, maybe 2 periods, and where the last period ends up just being a defensive. It's still only 1 period as opposed to 2 periods or even half a game. So what I doing my research over the years and at the time too, other leagues have implemented certain rules to the co-ed aspect of things, which I thought were amazing. And one of them being BHI, Bradford and London. So shout out to that league for their way of running co-ed. And so basically the way they do it is 5 guy goals is the max. But how they do it is the amount of guy goals in the first period is limited to 3. So you can only score 3 guy goals in the first period. Second period is 1 guy goal, and third period is 1 guy goal. All right. So that's a great way, in my opinion, keeping male players engaged with the game. You know, it spreads out the guy goals when they can score and stuff like that, and it keeps them playing all aspects of the game and interested in the game. With the women, it's great too. They get more engaged, they get more involved. It's you know, they can still play knowing that their male counterparts are going to contribute and set them up and stuff like that. And we're looking to set them up on plays and stuff like that. Teams can strategize a little more. You know, trying to hang on to that guy goal for that period, whatever. Focus more on setting up the women players, and the women are going to get better. They're going to, you know, work with the guys and stuff like that. I feel overall it's a way better vibe, and really helps grow. Because let's face it, it's not fair if people are sticking like glue on someone, and I've had countless women teammates and stuff like that come to me and say, "This is so annoying. I can't do nothing." Like they're just literally clutching, grabbing. They're always in my face and stuff like that. Yeah, because they don't want to get scored against. They want to stay in the game. They have a chance to get the ball. If someone like me turns it over and says, "Yeah, I got to pass and turn over the ball because I got to keep everyone playing still," it's not fair. It's frustrating, and I totally get the complaints, and those are reasons why I don't like the 3 guy goals. In Saskatoon, it's unlimited goals for male and female players, which is awesome too. In the States, it's like that as well for co-ed. And it depends on tournaments, though, guys. Don't get me wrong. Like, tournaments, some states and stuff like that will have different rules, right? Just like different provinces and different leagues will have different rules. I'm basing it on some of the things that I've seen as a standard, and things that I've really liked from other leagues. So again, in Saskatoon, unlimited goals, but a female goal counts as 2, right? Which is interesting. I don't like that as much, just because it kind of messes with the integrity of the game. You know, you score 1 goal and it counts as 2. What? Like, you can't score the goal, put it back in the net, like the same play. Like, so it kind of messes with the integrity. So I don't really like that. I understand the point system though, right? It's two goals, and it's just a different dynamic, a different approach to the co-ed. I'd prefer it to be either something like 5 goals max, 7 goals max, or just unlimited. It just elevates. It brings everyone up, and keeps contributing, and people keep getting better and stuff like that, and looking to better their teams by getting. If you're that team getting smashed 7-1, do you think you're going to keep signing up and without trying to get better players? Of course not, right? I mean, some leagues may think that's a disadvantage on a business standpoint, simply for the fact that, oh, this team keeps getting blown out 7-1, 6-0, stuff like that. They're not going to want to come back and spend their money. But those players, most of those players are still going to want to play. They're still going to want to play, whether it be women's league or another co-ed team or a men's team. They're still going to want to play. They're still in the system. And but then it affects the league, right? The actual division. So the co-ed division may lose a team. Um, but if that team wants to get better, wants to continue playing co-ed, they're going to look for better players to compete and stuff like that. Or maybe drop down if they're playing co-ed comp, they want to drop down to co-ed rec, like something like that. There is options there. Obviously, not looking to deter people or deter people from playing, but it's just my personal view on it. You want to keep everyone engaged. You don't want someone to be like, I hate playing co-ed because it's shit, because you can only do this, you can do that, and blah, blah, blah. You have to pass the ball to a girl first, or a girl has to pass to a guy first in order for the ball to be in play. It's different things like that that ruin the experience. So, I mean, my suggestion to any league is just to listen to the players and see what the complaints are, see if there can be addressed or ways around it. Me personally, I do like the BHI rule. 5 male goals max, 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. I think that's great. Keeps everyone engaged, keeps everyone happy playing. And yeah, that's about it. Do I love co-ed ball hockey? I love playing co-ed ball hockey. It's fun. It's a lot of fun for me. I like contributing and helping too, and I can't speak much on women's ball hockey. I've watched a lot of women's ball hockey, and I love watching the game grow in that aspect. I really think there should be more attention paid to children in regards to women's ball hockey. Finding ways to have more girls involved with playing ball hockey. Whether it be through clinics, generating general interest, not necessarily looking for profit every single time. I understand like the floor time and stuff isn't cheap, but offering some free incentives in order for more girls to get the motivation to want to play and grow the sport. It is growing. Women's ball hockey is growing, especially at the world level, and co-ed is growing as well. So I love seeing that. I love seeing the game grow. It's great. It's great. It's come so far since when I started playing, and it's just amazing to see and to be part of that journey, and still being able to play and being involved in it in any way and capacity is just something I love doing. It's just me. It's my sport. Like I said before, I take it very seriously. It's I got my family, I got my work, where I live, food, stuff like that. It's all important to me. But besides doing that, I go to the gym and I play ball hockey. That's what I do. Right? So it's a huge part of my life, and I'm gonna try and make it a part of my life for as long as possible. All right, guys. So if anyone has any questions, please feel free to message me. I'm on Instagram, James Cairns 22 on Instagram, Facebook, or you can message Ken or DM Yes You Can Sports, and ask some questions or have topics you want me to talk about. I'm always willing to answer them and to talk on things. All right, guys. We ran really late this time. I couldn't get enough, but very good topics to talk about. And sorry I couldn't elaborate more on things, talk more on things, but I really got to go, guys. So you guys have a great day, and enjoy playing ball hockey, and we'll see you again soon. Peace.